we're moving on. On the topic of being introspective and stuff, I want to hear why each of you guys auditioned for Face Connect in the first place.
Ugh.
Dude, these questions are so hard. It's not hard. We'll start with Mari, so you have more time to think, Jelly.
Oh. Well, for me, I really liked being indie, actually. I really enjoyed it. Now, the big problem was, one, it was really lonely, and two, it's really hard to get stuff done by yourself. So I had these bouts of problems whenever I was working with artists or mixers where they just would not give me back anything. And I couldn't really, like... I was only one person and I only had so much time. And between, like, streaming and getting everything else done, I didn't really have the time to constantly harass them about it. And so, when I ended up becoming friends with Pippa, she kind of tossed around the idea and I was like, haha, no, I'm never gonna do that. But then I, like, sat on it for a bit and I was like, well, maybe I could do that. Maybe it would be nice. And I started asking her questions, and then one day she just told me straight up, she said, Sakuna wants to talk to you. And we had, like, an actual conversation about it. And yeah, I just decided to go for it. I didn't really know if it would, like, be a good fit or work out, but ever since I joined, I have a lot of people who tell me, what? I thought you already were in Phase Connect. So I guess it was a good fit, and it's worked out very well, and I'm really happy to be with Clio and Sleepy.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Cutie patootie.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
When we, like, first were, like, introduced to the all the girls and, like, being in the, like, company and server, I was really overwhelmed because there were a lot of people to get to know. And I'm not gonna lie, I think one of the most embarrassing moments of my life was when Clio and I went to Canada and we met a lot of the talents, and NASA asked me, do you know who I am based on my voice? And I stood there and I had no idea. And I just looked absolutely dumbfounded. So I feel like even to this day, I haven't really gotten to know anyone, and sometimes I forget people's names because there's so many people to get to know. But also, everybody that I have gotten to know has been so sweet and so supportive of everybody, and especially, like, Quest's joining. When we were prepping for debut, I was really, like... I was locked in. I was working myself to death over it. But I think one of my first, like, genuinely beautiful and good impressions of FaZe was when I was working really hard and I was, like, super tired, and Dizzy out of nowhere messaged me and said, hey, I think you're working so hard. Just be sure to take a break if you really need it. And it meant so much to me in that moment that I realized almost all of the girls within the company are very, like, thoughtful of each other, and that means a lot to me. And I think that was, like, that's my current impression of FaZe, and I'm really happy to be here with all of you guys.
Wow. That could have been said better.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh.
This cutie fish
Oh my
princess.
goodness.
Oh my goodness. Cleo?
I've forgotten the question. What was the original question?
Why audition for Face Connect? What made you audition?
Oh, I mean, so like Mary, I was an indie for 2-ish years, something like that. And I did originally audition a long time ago and didn't get in, but I guess Sakuna just kept me in the back of his mind. And then I guess just for whatever reason he figured I would be a good fit. I just liked the company. I thought FaZe was pretty cool. I didn't really see FaZe as like the more traditional sort of idol company, although obviously you guys did do idol content like sings and, you know, music and whatnot. But I just also really enjoyed everyone that I watched, and, you know, I kind of hung out in a lot of people's chats for a long time and just sort of like shit posted and enjoyed the streams. So I figured, you know, it might be cool to, if I could join, it might be cool to join and help make the company even better, or you know, also gain as well. And yeah, I'm kind of like Mari in that being an indie is quite difficult because you do have to kind of build a lot of those sort of connections yourself. You have to, you know, being in a company does come with a lot of benefits that sort of don't really apply to indies, where you kind of have to navigate the whole scene by yourself. You have to contact artists by yourself. You have to try and make projects by yourself. And a lot of those times it can be a little bit, I wouldn't say depressing, but it can be very, how do I say this? You miss out on some offers for whatever reason, and it can be very demotivating, I guess. So yeah, obviously, you know, being in a company comes with quite a few benefits. So it's very nice that I get to be in the company and enjoy said privileges. So thank you, FaZe.
W.
W.
Clio is.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
Clio
nice.
is very cute because immediately, the moment she signed, she went in my DM. She was like, "I'm in FaZe." She didn't even like wait
I
a
did.
bit. She was like, "I'm in."
Whoa.
Send my man.
I was really, really excited. So I
Oh, that's so cute.
was like,
That's so
I love
cute.
you.
Oh man.